A woman with Down syndrome has told this programme that she is upset that this T-shirt with the slogan "Let's make Down syndrome extinct" was being sold on Amazon up until Sunday. After complaints to the site and a petition, which now has more than 25,000 signatures, Amazon took it down. But campaigners say it's only a matter of time before another vendor pops up selling something just as offensive. The tech giant tells us all sellers must follow our selling guidelines, and those who do not will be subject to action, including potential removal of their account. Let's talk now to Heidi Crowter, who was offended by the T-shirt, and her mum, Liz Crowter. Hello, Heidi. Hi, Liz. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Heidi. I want to ask you how you feel when you see T-shirts like that with that kind of language on the front.
I think I would say that I feel very offended and very upset. And when I first found out, I was nearly crying my eyes out.
And can you explain why it's so hurtful?
Because I am someone who has Down syndrome, and because I don't like people saying mean things about me.
Right.
And also, the reason why it's so offensive because it hurts my husband as well.
Yes.
I love my husband so much.
You do, and I know you recently got married. How is that going, Heidi?
It's going really well, thank you.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Liz,
He squinted a bit.
He what?
He farts a lot in bed.
That is classic. Oh my goodness. I'm sure he's not going to be very happy you've said that, Heidi, but I'm sure he loves you, so he'll be fine. Liz, can I ask you what do you take those words to mean? Let's make Down syndrome extinct.
So it's aligning Down syndrome with something that shouldn't be that shouldn't be allowed, that shouldn't be around. So there's other T-shirts with "Let's make cancer," "Let's make COVID," something like that, extinct. And they are diseases that we all wish we could make extinct. But Down syndrome isn't. It's a chromosomal, what's the word? One extra chromosome.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not something that needs to be eradicated.
And so when you see those words, what do you think?
Just disgusted that people could make them and that anybody would want to wear them. I'm fed up with Amazon and the other sellers because back in March this all came out and they were removed and now back again. And then you sort of keep thinking this will happen again and again because they're not taking it seriously. If you look at Amazon's policy on hate speech, they talk about racial, sexual, religious intolerance, promote organisations with such views. We will also remove listings that graphically portray violence or victims of violence. There's nothing in their policy about hate speech for disability. So therefore, that sort of thing will continue until they actually change their policies. You know, I agree, we shouldn't have any T-shirts about religion or homophobia or gender or anything. But if they're going to include all those things, they have to include disability as well.
OK, so that's what you're calling for, because otherwise you think that, you know, it's only a matter of time, effectively, before another vendor pops up selling something similar that's just as hurtful.
That's right, and there's other ones as well. So there's one with the F word and then Down syndrome. So that's in a line of ones with F word cancer, F word COVID, F word Down syndrome, and it's just not acceptable for swear words to be used, for words like that to be used. It's hate speech against people with Down syndrome. Okay. There's another one where, so it's obviously a take on an Amazon review site where it says bad Down syndrome, very bad, and then 5 stars, and then obviously only the 1 star is coloured in. So they're saying people with Down syndrome are only 1 star, which obviously again is hate speech and deeply upsetting and offensive.
It really is, yeah. OK, well, we'll go back to Amazon with what you asked for. Their statement says, you know, we do not allow products that promote, incite or glorify hatred, violence, racial, sexual or religious intolerance or promote organisations with such views, and will also remove listings that graphically portray violence or victims of violence. And will, as you rightly say, it doesn't include the word disability. Thank you very much, Liz. Heidi, thank you. You're a ledge. Thank you so much for coming on again.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
and happy marriage.
Thank you. And I'm here to fight for my husband.
You what, sorry?
I'm here to fight for my husband.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Heidi. Take care. Nice to speak to you. Thank you. Cheers, Liz.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.